Hello, my name is Amelia. Welcome to the How to Add Costs demonstration for the Beta 0.92 edition of the Elements application, a program management app developed by CleverMobileApps.com using Microsoft Power Apps technology on a SQL backend on Microsoft Azure. The Elements app allows organizations the ability to estimate costs for projects based on labor, materials, and other items, as well as allocate resources across the portfolio. In an earlier video, we showed an overview of the app with all of the screens, and now we will dive deeper into getting all the costs associated with the project added to the program. First, let's open Power Apps on our phone and go to the Elements app, which you can see here on the home screen, which shows the projects that have been entered previously. If we open one project, you can see that there are tabs with data pertaining to that particular project, starting with the Overview tab, which shows the description and start and end dates, as well as the proposed budget and calculated cost. This calculated field comes from some other tabs, the Labor, Materials, and Other Costs added together. The Status tab allows us to enter a next step and a stoplight status for the project, which is useful in generating project reports, which we will show in our next video. The next three tabs combined create the calculated field for project costs. To add labor, go to the Labor tab and create an assignment made up of a person, resource, the task they are working on, and the number of hours in that week they will be working on it. Picking that particular week for a task is important to show the availability of your resources. We'll go deeper into this in our next video on reports. To edit an assignment, simply change the resource, task, or number of hours during that week. Or you can press the trash can icon to completely remove that assignment during that week. To make a new assignment for a week, press the plus icon, and we can add an assignment. We notice that there is nobody performing the execute deploy task for week 4 and are going to add Alberto to week 4 at 30 hours. So we choose the week, we choose the resource. It tells us that Alberto has 30 remaining hours in that week. We're going to choose execute deploy for 30 hours. The program has already calculated the cost based on the resource. When we set up Alberto as a resource, we added the cost per hour of the resource, so the program knows how much this assignment will cost for 30 hours. Now you can see that the total labor cost of the project has gone up by the $1,950 used by Alberto to execute the project in week 4. You can continue to add all the assignments you envision for the project, seeing the labor total in the corner of the tab. You can always edit the resource, task, or number of hours in the assignment, or delete an assignment, or add a new one at any time. Once you've added the labor for this project, we can add materials costs, which consist of a description, an item description of the material, a quantity, and a unit cost. The total is calculated per line, and all materials costs are added to the project cost after submission. Let's go ahead and add a special fixture to the store number 12 refurb project by pressing the plus icon and then entering special fixture . Times 1, and then $4,500 for the cost. Repeat for each material cost, and the total is added for you on this tab. To edit, simply change an item, quantity, or unit cost for an item, or use the trash can to completely remove the line. Other costs are simpler as they do not include a quantity, just a total cost per item. Let's press the plus button to add a line for shipping costs, since it is not included with the materials. Our shipping vendor has given us a quote for all the shipping costs of $9,750. Let's add it and press the check icon to submit. The new total for other items is shown on this tab, and if we go back to the Overview tab, we can see all the costs we added are now calculated under the project costs. Our new variance is $4,449 over budget due to all of the costs that we just added. Since adding all of the additional costs just now, we have exceeded our budget, and the app can tell us by exactly how much. We can run a cost detail report to see all the costs at a glance. We can identify labor, materials, or other costs that can be reduced, or speak with a customer about increasing the budget. It is also a good idea to update the status to reflect this change, as we are now over budget and need to take some actions to get back to green. Let's call the next step Identify Savings, and the changes are saved automatically. That's it for now. Stay tuned for the next video where we will take a look at some reporting options, including how to show all the costs in one place and even email the report to ourselves or others, and how to identify the availability of our resources across weeks. Let us know if you have questions by posting a comment, and we will address it in a future video. And be sure to check out www.clevermobileapps.com. Bye for now.